Hello and welcome to Bible Study with Alice, and today we're doing an Easter mini-series, and in today's video we're going to be doing Matthew 27 and 28, and these videos are filmed in real time. Today's date is the 18th of April 25. It is a Friday, just Friday in the UK. And there is a disclaimer as usual, and that is when these videos are unedited and also probably some wording. Let's get started. Jesus delivered to Pilate. When morning came, all the chief priests and elders of the people took counsel against Jesus to put him to death, and they bound him and led him away and delivered him over to Pilate the governor. Judas hangs himself. When Judas, his betrayer, saw that Jesus condemned, he changed his mind and brought back the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and elders, saying, I have sinned by betraying innocent blood. They said, what it is to us, see it yourself. And throwing down the piece of silver into the temple, he departed, and he went and hanged himself. And the chief priests, taking the pieces of silver, said, it's not lawful to put them into the treasury, since it is blood money. So they took counsel and brought them the potters, filled as burial place for strangers. Therefore that field has been called the field of blood to this day. Then was fulfilled what had been spoken by the prophet Jeremiah, saying, they took the 30 pieces of silver, the price of him whom a price had been set by some of the sons of Israel, and they gave them the pot of field, as the Lord directed me, before Jesus before Pilate even. 11. Now Jesus stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, are you the king of the Jews? Jesus said, you have said so. But when he was accused by the chief priests and elders, he gave no answer. Then Pilate said to him, do you not hear how many things they testify against you? But he gave him no answer, not even a single child, so that the governor was greatly amazed. The crowd chooses Barabbas. 15. Now at the feast of the governors was accustomed to release the crowd and any one prisoner whom they wanted, and they had then a notorious prisoner called Barabbas. So when they had gathered, Pilate said to them, whom do you want me to release for you, Barabbas or Jesus, who is called Christ? For he knew that it was out of envy that they had delivered him. Besides, while he was sitting on the judgment seat, his wife sent word to him, have nothing to do with that righteous man, for I have suffered much because of him today in a dream. Now the chief priests and the elders persuaded crowds to ask for Barabbas and destroy Jesus. The governor again said to them, which of the two do you want me to release for you? And they said Barabbas. Pilate said to them, then what shall I do with Jesus, who is called Christ? They all said, let him be crucified. And he said, why, what evil has he done? But they shouted all the more, let him be crucified. Pilate delivers Jesus to be crucified. 24. So when Pilate saw he was gaining nothing, but rather than a riot was beginning, he took water and washed his hands before the crowd, saying, I am an innocent of this man's blood. See it to yourself. And all the people answered, his blood be on us and on our children. Then he released for them Barabbas, and having scourged Jesus, delivered him to be crucified. Jesus is mocked. Then the soldier of the governor took Jesus into the governor's headquarters, and they gathered the whole battalion before him. They stripped him and put a scarlet robe on him, and twisting together a crown of thorns, they put on his head and put reeds in the right hand. And then kneeling before him, They mocked him, saying, "Hail, King of the Jews!" And they spit on him, and took reed, and struck him on the head. And when they had mocked him, they stripped him of the robe, and put his own clothes on him, and led him away to crucify him. Crucifixion 32. And as they went out, they found a man of Cyrene, Simon by name. They compelled this man to carry his cross. And when they came to a place called Golgotha, which means place of a skull, they offered him wine to drink mixed with gall, and when he tasted it, he would not drink it. And when they had crucified him, they delivered his garment among them by casting lots. Then they sat down and kept watch over him there. And over his head they put a charge against him, which read, "This is Jesus, the King of Jews." Then 2 robbers were crucified with him, one on the right and one on the left. 39. And those who passed by derided him, wagging their heads, and saying, "You who would not destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days, save yourself. If you are the Son of God, come down from the cross." So also the chief priests with the scribes and elders mocked him, saying, "He saved others, and he cannot save himself. He is the King of Israel. Let him come down now from the cross, and we will believe in him. He trusts in God. Let God deliver him now, if he desires for him. For he said, 'I am the Son of God.'" And the robbers who were crucified with him also relieved him in the same way. The death of Jesus 45. Now from the 6th hour there were darkness over all the land until the 9th hour. And about the 9th hour Jesus cried out with a loud voice, saying, "Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani." I think that's how you pronounce it. That is, my God, have you forsaken me?" And some of the bystanders hearing it said, "This man is calling Elijah." And one of them at once ran and took a sponge, filled it with sour wine, and put it on the reed, and gave it to him to drink. But the others said, "Wait, let's see whether Elijah will come and save them." 50. Jesus cried out again with a loud voice, yielded up his spirit, and behold, the curtain of the temple was torn into 2 from top to bottom, and the earth shook, and the rocks were split. The tomb was also opened, and many bodies of the saints who had fallen asleep were raised. And the coming out of the tombs after his resurrection, they went into the holy city and appeared to many. When the centurion and those who were with him, keep watch over Jesus, saw the earthquake and took place, they were filled with awe and said, "Truly this was the Son of God." 55. There were also many women there looking on from a distance who had followed Jesus from Galilee, ministering to him, among whom were Mary Magdalene and Mary the mother of James and Joseph and the mother of the sons of Zebedee. Jesus is buried. 57. When it was evening, there came a rich man from Arimathea named Joseph, who also was a disciple of Jesus. He went to Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus. Then Pilate ordered it to be given to him, and Joseph took the body and wrapped it in a clean linen shroud and laid it in his own new tomb, which he had cut in the rock, and rolled a great stone to the entrance of the tomb and went away. Mary Magdalene and the other Mary were there sitting opposite the tomb. So we're on now the guard at the tomb. 62. The next day, that is after the day of preparation of chief priests, and the Pharisee gathered before Pilate and said, "Sir, we remember how the impostor said, while he was still alive, 'After 3 days I will rise.' Therefore ordered the tomb to be made secure until the 3rd day, lest his disciples go and steal him away and tell people he has risen from the dead, and the last feud will be worse than the first." Pilate said to them, You have a guard of soldiers. Go and make it secure as you can." So they went and made the tomb secure by stealing a stone and setting a guard. So we're now on to Matthew 28. So we've obviously just had the crucifixion. Now we're going into the resurrection. Now after the Sabbath towards the dawn of the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to see the tomb, and behold, there was a great earthquake. For an angel of the Lord descended from the heavens and came and rolled back the stone and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothing was white as snow. And for fear of him, the guards trembled and became like dead men. The angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid. I know that you seek Jesus who was crucified. He is not here, he has risen. As he said, come see the place where he lay. Then go quickly. I tell his disciples that he has risen from the dead, and behold, he is going before you to Galilee. There you will see him. See, I have told you." They departed quickly from the tomb with fear and great joy, and ran to tell his disciples. And behold, Jesus met them and said, "Greetings." And they came up and took hold of his feet and worshipped him. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers to go to Galilee, and there they will see me." So now we're on to the report of the guard, 11. While they were going, behold, some of the guard went into the city and told the chief priests all that had taken place. And when he had assembled with the elders, taken counsel, they gave a significant sum of money to the soldiers and said, "Tell people his disciples came by night and stole him away while we were asleep. If this comes to the governor's ears, we will satisfy him and keep you out of trouble." So they took the money and did as they were directed, and this story has been spread among the Jews to this day. The Great Commission. Now the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain to which Jesus had directed them. And when they saw him, they worshipped him, but some had doubted. And Jesus said, 18, and Jesus came and said to them, "All authority in heaven and on earth have been given to me. Go therefore and make disciples all of the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you. And behold, I am with you always to the end of the age." So that is the end of the video of our Easter story, which was written from the perspective of Matthew. So I will write in the day and the date. I always do this in all my videos. So we're on the 18th of April 25. So thank you for watching. Please like my content, please subscribe to my channel, and please turn on the notification bell so you get notified of content like this that gets uploaded to the channel. Thank you and goodbye.